In the heart of Rome, hidden behind the Vatican's stone walls, worked a man who came to be known as the Pope's exorcist, Father Gabriele Amorth. For decades, he was the church's chief exorcist, personally appointed to confront what most people refuse to even believe in. By the time of his passing in 2016, he claimed to have performed over 60,000 exorcisms. Father Amorth was not a sensationalist. He was a quiet priest who spent his life in prayer, yet what he described shook even the most faithful. He said that evil was not a metaphor, it was real, cunning, and waiting in silence. He warned that the devil did not hide in shadows, but often disguised himself in the ordinary. One case haunted him more than the rest. A young man was brought into his chamber, restrained by family members. The air in the room felt heavier than usual. As Father Amorth began his prayers, the man's body twisted in impossible ways. His voice changed into a guttural tone that didn't sound human. Without moving his lips, the voice mocked the priest, naming secrets about Amorth's past that no one else could have known. The priest pressed forward, clutching his crucifix tightly. He later said the room seemed to freeze, and the smell of sulfur filled the air. At one point, the man's eyes rolled back, and a cold, mocking laugh echoed against the walls. But Father Amorth never wavered. For hours, he prayed relentlessly, commanding the spirit to leave. Suddenly, the man collapsed. The voice was gone. In its place was silence, heavy and eerie, as if the building itself was holding its breath. The young man awoke confused, as if he had been absent for days. He remembered nothing. Father Amorth often said encounters like this were a reminder that evil tries to convince people it doesn't exist, that disbelief is its greatest weapon. He spoke of other cases where objects flew across the room, where people levitated, and where the voices of many spoke through one body at once. He insisted he had seen things beyond human explanation. Despite his quiet demeanor, Father Amorth left behind chilling warnings. He said the devil was patient and subtle, and that most people opened doors to darkness without realizing it, through obsession, corruption, or rejecting faith. He believed every exorcism was not just a battle for a person, but for a soul. To this day, those who knew him say his presence carried both peace and an unshakable gravity, as if he had walked too close to the veil between light and shadow. The Vatican continues exorcisms, but Father Amorth's name lingers like a warning that true evil doesn't just live in stories, it waits quietly for recognition.